Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B, and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So there is somebody that refuses, to unattach from somebody. Unattach, from their energy. But this is somebody that's stubborn. This is somebody, it's giving me, narcissistic energy. This is somebody that definitely could try to use things, to control somebody. So just say somebody, breaks up with somebody and they left, their stuff at that person's house. This person, will refuse, phone calls or text messages, or, if the person shows up at their house, to gather their things, the person won't open the door, they want to play mind games. But I feel like what they're doing is basically putting themselves, in a bad mental state by, them allowing their narcissistic traits to take over them, or, by them, playing, this control freak game. So let's just hop in and see what's going on, y'all. Holy Spirit. Whoever this is, this is somebody, that could have a video of somebody. A video could be, very significant. This is somebody, that somebody, could FaceTime all the time. Maybe, this person, plays, games on FaceTime, so whatever, they're trying to, just using this as an example, whatever they're trying to, keep, as far as, to stay attached to somebody, they could, FaceTime somebody, and dangle whatever it is, on FaceTime, haha, got your stuff. But something about, a video is very significant. Somebody's friends are talking out here. Somebody's friends, could be talking about, a video. Somebody's friends, could be talking about, whatever this person is doing. Whoever this person is, they possibly don't have nowhere to go. So this person possibly doesn't even have a home, but they want to, play games out here. Or somebody, could be about to, lose a home or something like that. Somebody's friends definitely could be talking about somebody, being homeless, maybe somebody's friends, could be telling them, you need to focus on, getting your life together instead of, playing games, with somebody. Somebody definitely, could go live, with this video, with woe is me energy and yada yada and blase blase is also what I'm picking up, to try to get some type of sympathy. We got a Leo, so you could be a Leo or have Leo in your chart, or there's a Leo involved. Whoever, somebody's friends are talking about, it could be a Leo. Yeah, somebody doesn't like somebody out here. So this is somebody, that, somebody, could have, broke up with somebody, or, told somebody, I don't want to deal with you anymore. And, whoever this person is, they didn't like somebody anyway. They were only in somebody's life for the benefits, for what somebody could do for them or something like that. They possibly, don't like somebody because, somebody, was out here, creating a balance in their life. You could be seeing the angel number 888. Yeah. Something definitely is activating within somebody. For sure. And so somebody, you know, is being told, you know, like to get prepared for something special. So something special definitely is getting ready to take place for somebody. This could be, you know, whatever is, you know, being activated within somebody. You know, it could spark, you know, like, it could be, you know, like a new passion, you know. So somebody, you know, maybe, you know, they were scared, you know, to get on video, or maybe they were scared, you know, to like, you know, like do a song or perform, you know, but you know, like something could, you know, like be activating within somebody to where, you know, like somebody is no longer scared, you know, like to pursue their dreams, or somebody's no longer scared, you know, like to go towards whatever it is, you know, that they're being, you know, told to go towards. But we have the cock blocking card. So there is a cock blocker out here for sure. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be on the defense out here, or, you know, like somebody, you know, could be very defensive, you know. I feel like that there's somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they like to play victim a lot, whoever this person is, you know. So, yeah, they like to play victim, you know, like to get people on their team. And maybe there are people, you know, friends talking, family members, co-workers or whatever, you know, could be talking about, you know, this person, how, you know, because they could be starting to, you know, like figure out who this person is. Yeah. There's also somebody, you know, that could be trying to cock block, you know, like some type of commitment out here, because this is the commitment card. Holy Spirit. Maybe this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like, they don't want somebody, but they don't want somebody else to have somebody. That's the energy that it's giving me as well. This is somebody that, yeah, like they like to pull on people's heartstrings. Yeah, they like to play victim, you know, like they want sympathy, you know, so they'll go post stuff on social media, you know, just to, you know, like get, you know, like reactions, you know, or yeah, like they'll do a video, you know, and they're sad, and, you know, people, you know, will be in their comments and it's like, what's going on? What's wrong? How can we help? I feel like, yeah, that's the energy that I'm picking up. Yeah, going back and forth. Somebody possibly wants somebody, you know, like to, yeah, go back and forth with them, you know. So as long as somebody, you know, feels like that they have some type of control, you know, they feel like that somebody, you know, will, you know, keep going back and forth with them, you know, whether it be in conversation, whether it be, you know, yeah, I just heard tit for tat, you know. Be aware, you know, of, yeah, like going tit for tat, because whoever this person is, they're already, you know, their mind is somewhere else. But they're definitely, yeah, whoever this person is, they could be pulling on somebody's energy. Or yeah, like just, you know, wanting to stay attached to somebody's energy. Yeah, whoever this person is, they're sad. And they definitely, yeah, post sad things. This is somebody, you know, that possibly, you know, when they get around certain people that they know, you know, will play into, you know, like their game, you know, yeah, they'll put on a sad face. But, you know, when it comes to, you know, like, and this is somebody, you know, that possibly, yeah, would, you know, like, say, you know, well, my mental health is not good, you know, so why would you say that to me? Or, you know, why would you ignore me? But this is the same person, you know, that can go, you know, to work. You know, this is the same person, you know, that could, yeah, like, you know, like be productive, you know, throughout their day. But yeah, as soon as, you know, like something, you know, doesn't go this person's way, or as soon as, you know, this person feels some type of way, and they automatically use, you know, like their mental health, you know, as a reason, you know, to play victim. But we got the good deeds card. So, something special definitely, yeah, could take place, you know, for somebody, you know, that has been, you know, like doing good deeds out here. Somebody, you know, could have done good deeds for whoever this person is. That continues, you know, to try to, you know, like cock block, or continues to try to, you know, like block them from something. Whoever this person is, I feel like that they're, yeah, definitely getting ready to be blocked out of somebody's energy. Or yeah, like somebody's, you know, just doing a good job, you know, of, you know, like blocking this person out, even though this person, you know, could be trying to, you know, like stay attached, you know. So maybe, you know, yeah, like they can't stay energetically attached, so they'll use, you know, like some type of item, you know, or they'll try to use something, you know, like to, yeah, like stay attached to somebody. I feel like that they're about to be, you know, like blocked out from that as well. So whoever this is, you know, they could, you know, be made to return, you know, whatever item they're trying to use to stay attached to somebody, or, you know, like something could happen to where, you know, this person is no longer able, you know, to even, you know, like cock block, or, you know, like try to block somebody. Wow. Yeah. Somebody's being told, yeah, to wake up because they don't care. Or there's somebody, you know, that could be realizing, you know, after they treated somebody so bad, you know, after, you know, so somebody could be going through an ego death. And they could be realizing that, you know, like the same people, you know, that they could have, you know, like been talking about somebody to. Or, you know, like the same people, you know, they could have, you know, like told them, you know, yeah, just ghost them. Or, you know, yeah, just use, you know, their clothes, you know, to, yeah, like control them. Yeah. They could be, you know, like finding out, whoever this person is, they could be finding out that, yeah, like the people, you know, that told them, whatever they told them, don't really care about them. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be ashamed, you know, of, you know, like some type of decision that they have made out here. Yeah. Somebody wasn't expecting to get caught like this. And then we have pictures and videos. So something about, yeah, some pictures and videos is very significant. Especially, yeah, some videos. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to, you know, like get some type of evidence on somebody. Maybe that's why, you know, they want to stay attached to somebody. Somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like get close to somebody, you know, for, you know, like to get some type of information. There could be an ex's ex that could be involved. Or something about, yeah, an ex's ex. But somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, God got them for sure. Whoever this person is, you know, that, you know, yeah, is, you know, like wanting to stay attached to somebody. They could be trying to, you know, like send somebody telepathic messages out here. Yeah, whoever this is, they're about to be made to surrender. They're going to have to give up. Because whoever this person is, they're unwilling to change. They operate in a negative mindset out here. Yeah. This is the soaring over your haters card. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be soaring over their haters out here. The fact of the matter is, I feel like that whoever this person is, because, yeah, they really don't like somebody, you know, yeah, they're a hater. So whoever this person is, you know, somebody is soaring over this person. But this is also the American card. So somebody, you know, is American. But something about, yeah, America. I mean, I don't want to talk about the war and things of that nature. But there could be, you know, like some type of surrender, you know. Or, yeah, like, you know, like somebody, you know, wanted to, you know, like start some type of war with somebody. And, yeah, like they have to surrender. They have to give up. Why is this going back and forth? Yeah, somebody's sulking out here. Somebody's annoyed. I don't know if somebody, you know, wants to explain, you know, why they're annoyed, or, you know, what, you know, has taken place, or why they made the decision that they made. Because that's also what I'm picking up as well. But somebody's annoyed out here. I feel like, yeah, a reason why, you know, like somebody doesn't want to be somebody's friend, or the reason why somebody doesn't want to be in a relationship with somebody, the reason why, you know, somebody, you know, doesn't want to work at, you know, wherever they work anymore, is because they're annoyed. They're annoyed by something, you know what I mean? So this could be, you know, yeah, they're annoyed with the going back and forth. They're annoyed, you know, with the workplace drama. They're annoyed, you know, with you know, like, you know, them reaching out to somebody, you know, and it takes 3 days for, you know, like that person to respond. I feel like, you know, like somebody, you know, has been through, you know, some stuff out here. And I feel like that, you know, like somebody, you know, they don't stand for, you know, like some stuff that somebody possibly, you know, wants them to stand for, you know. So somebody, you know, they know their self-worth. They know, you know, who they are, you know. And so, yeah, somebody, you know, doesn't have low self-esteem out here. There could be an ex's ex, you know. They could be annoyed. They could be sulking, you know, because, you know, maybe, you know, they feel some type of way about their life. Whoever this person is, they possibly, yeah, could want somebody, you know, like to go back and forth with them, you know, or to like argue with them. So just be aware. Yeah, they're annoyed because, yeah, somebody's soaring over their haters. So somebody's so annoyed, you know, that they possibly, yeah, go on social media, you know, and run their mouth about somebody. You know, they go on social media, you know, and tell people how somebody, you know, ain't shit, you know, woo yada yada, but, you know, like somebody's still progressing, you know. Why is this posting sad? There's also somebody, you know, that's taking notes out here. I don't know. Something about, yeah, because I did pick up something about a DM. So something about, yeah, a divine masculine, or, you know, like a DM, you know, so like a direct message. Somebody possibly, yeah, could direct message somebody, you know, like, so like send somebody a DM out here. Somebody's first letter or last name definitely, yeah, could start with a D or M. We got scared. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be scared out here. Or something, you know, could, yeah, like, so somebody, you know, could get a wake-up call. Or somebody, you know, could, you know, yeah, going through an ego death, you know. So, yeah, like they have to face themselves. But we got the Pentagon card. Somebody, you know, could work for the government. Somebody definitely, yeah, they don't like their job. I'm pretty sure, you know, there's a lot of people that don't like, you know, like what's going on, you know, when it comes, you know, like to, you know, the government, the White House, and woo yada yada. But something about, yeah, the government. Somebody, you know, could have, you know, like a government job, you know, or somebody, you know, could have a good job. Yeah, somebody's mad, you know, at the fact that somebody, you know, could have a good job. But something about the government, you know, could scare somebody, because we still got this scared card at the bottom of the deck. Why is this good deeds card out here? Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, is taking notes out here. I don't know if the government is taking notes, or, you know, like, yes, I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, could, you know, like be full of, you know, like information, you know, like just all kind of information. Somebody definitely, yeah, is jealous and envious, you know, of, yeah, like, you know, like what's within somebody. But, you know, we've talked about it before, you know, you have to live to learn. If you ain't, you know, learning, then you ain't living, you know. Yeah, the government definitely, yeah, could be watching somebody. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, about to learn some type of lesson as well. Yeah, for trying to block somebody. Something about, yeah, a firewall. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be getting blocked off of, you know, like social media, you know, for like, yeah, for life. Why is this person soaking? Yeah. This person, you know, that could be trying to cause somebody negativity, could be an air sign. So Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius out here. This is somebody, you know, that, yeah, they have a childlike mindset. Because if y'all see, it's like a little boy on this card. This person, you know, could have a little boy. This person, you know, could be a fake spiritualist out here. Why is this Pentagon here? Dark entities are using these people to work against you. So there are some dark entities that are using people to work against somebody. This is also too, you know, like the organization card, the cult, the coven. So somebody, you know, could be a part of some type of organization, you know, a dark coven, you know, a dark cult. Why is this taking notes here? So there could be people, you know, that could be studying somebody, watching somebody, you know, spying on somebody, you know, just to, yeah, like, see, you know, how somebody moves, you know, what somebody eats, you know, where somebody, you know, works at, and woo yada yada, you know, to try to, you know, like, get a leg up on somebody to be able to, you know, like, defeat somebody. There could also be, you know, a earth sign that could be causing somebody, you know, negativity out here. But yeah, somebody's spiritual team definitely, yeah, has got their back. So yeah, somebody's spiritual team definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like teach somebody or some people, you know, like a lesson out here. Return to sender definitely, yeah, backfired on whoever these people are. And because somebody, you know, was tapped into their intuition, I feel like, yeah, like somebody already knows who this person is or who these people are. We got Jupiter retrogrades. So, you know, Jupiter, you know, could be, you know, like, making a return. But, dark entities are using these people to work against somebody by trying to cause problems when it comes to somebody, you know, like making some type of important life changes for future benefits, expansion, abundance, prosperity. But yeah, like it's whatever, you know, like some people are trying to block somebody from doing, it's still going to take place. Yeah, there could be somebody, some people, they definitely could be doing some type of root work on somebody. I don't know if somebody, you know, is trying to seek somebody to help them, you know, with like a protection spell out here. That could be, you know, what could be taking place. So somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like try to do some type of root work on somebody, and it backfired on them. It could be an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So there's multiple people, you know, that definitely, are causing, you know, like, negativity. Or, you know, like projecting some type of negativity. But these people are being used, you know, like by dark entities out here. Yeah, these people definitely secretly keep tabs on somebody's every move out here. Yeah, their social media posts or memes are definitely, directed towards somebody. And yeah, somebody's spiritual team is catching it all. These are people that definitely, could be trying to steal somebody's ideas, you know, pretending that they invented them. Yeah, there's a copycat out here. Somebody's trying to be just like somebody and do everything that they do. So for those of you, you know, that, you know, like have social media platforms, I mean, you know, this is for somebody, not everybody. Yeah, there's somebody, you know, that, is like a copycat. So there could be, you know, like, so somebody, you know, could be on YouTube, because we're on YouTube now. There is a copycat, you know, that's, you know, posting videos on, you know, Instagram or TikTok, you know, but it's your videos, you know, it's your pictures or whatever have you. Yeah, this is a business rival, or this is, somebody that can't stand somebody's grind, somebody's hustle. This is somebody, you know, that definitely, could be spreading rumors about somebody. Or this could be, people, you know, that could be spreading rumors about somebody. But I feel like, you know, somebody, you know, could have committed some type of good deeds, you know, when it comes to somebody or some people. Somebody's ex, you know, could, like, have some type of dark entity on them. And so, by them, you know, like, talking negative about somebody, you know, spreading rumors about somebody, you know, like other people, you know, could be, you know, being taken over, you know, by that entity, you know, that somebody, that person, you know, is, has already been taken over by. Yeah, but we got a fake spiritualist out here. So either, so there could be people, you know, that could be calling somebody a fake spiritualist. But there's a copycat, you know, that, is trying to, you know, be just like somebody and do everything that somebody does. It's a fake spiritualist. So if somebody's a spiritualist out here, and again, this message is not for everybody. They're a copycat. They definitely, could be doing, you know, like black magic on somebody. They could be doing juju on somebody. So going back to, you know, return to sender backfired. So whatever, you know, whatever they were doing, root work, black magic, juju, it's being returned back to them. Yeah. So somebody definitely needs to be aware of anyone from their past wanting to enter back into their life. There is a copycat that definitely, a part of their daily routine is to spy on somebody. Hating on somebody's creativeness and ideas, but will take them, you know, and try to, make them theirs. Somebody definitely, could be trying to cause, you know, like somebody to, like, lose their appetite as well. You know, so whatever, you know, black magic, juju, root work, you know, that they're doing, you know, they could be, you know, like, trying to, you know, like, cause somebody to lose their appetite, which further lets me know, you know, that somebody, whoever this is, you know, they could be jealous, you know, of the way somebody looks, you know, like on the outside. But I feel like that whoever this person is, you know, they possibly think that somebody's fake. So with that being said, you know, they don't know what's on the inside of somebody. They don't know, you know, who their, you know, spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors are. And so somebody definitely needs to know that, they will witness these people's karma out here. Mm. Yeah, somebody could be sulking, you know, they could be annoyed because maybe, you know, people look at somebody like a sweetheart. But I really feel like, yeah, with this good deeds card out here, somebody really is a sweetheart. So somebody, you know, yeah, they have a heart of gold out here. Mm-hmm. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have a lust demon on them. So that could be one of the entities, you know, that could be trying to use, you know, people, you know, like to go against somebody. So just be aware, you know, of like lusty people. There's a whole group of, yeah, lusty individuals, or yeah, like you know, like somebody, you know, could have called somebody out, you know, for, yeah, like having some type of lust demon or something like that. And somebody could be mad because they were called out. Mm-hmm. Somebody's also sulking. They're annoyed because, yeah, like they thought that, you know, like somebody loved them, or they thought they could manipulate somebody to believe, you know, that they loved them. But we got a gift out here. So somebody definitely, yeah, has some type of spiritual gift. Mm-hmm. Be aware, you know, of, yeah, like somebody, you know, like trying to give somebody a gift, because I feel like that, yeah, like whoever it is, you know, that could be, that's doing, you know, like some type of black magic, juju, root work or whatever, yeah, they could have, you know, like try to curse or hex something, you know what I mean, to, yeah, like give it to somebody to, you know, like pass off, you know, like the dark entity, you know, like on to somebody. So just be aware. Yeah, because there's somebody or some people that are annoyed about, yeah, like somebody, you know, somebody's spiritual gifts out here. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, yeah, somebody could be scared and they're concerned. But going back to, yeah, get prepared for something special. Somebody, you know, could receive a new spiritual gift, or, you know, like, yeah, like somebody's spiritual gift, you know, could, yeah, like take them, you know, like to the next level. Mm-hmm. Yeah, distant future. Mm-hmm. Somebody definitely, yeah, is worried about their future as well. But this is, you know, like the path, the straight and narrow path, you know. Um, Real divine beings, you know, they try to stay, you know, on a straight and narrow path as much as possible, you know. But sometimes, you know, it gets a little curvy, you know. But as long as you stay on the path, that's all that matters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody has an obsession out here. Somebody, you know, could be born in 1983. Somebody could be 38 years old. Somebody has an obsession out here. Obsession with somebody. So I feel like yeah, like there could be an ex, you know, that, yeah, that could be the one, you know, that refuses, you know, to, yeah, like unattach from somebody. And the ex could be, you know, mad or sulking about it, you know. So they could be, you know, like trying to do some root work or black magic or whatever, you know, they do, you know, to, yeah, like but they possibly, yeah, could have, you know, like projected it on the wrong person, you know. But we got a priest. So somebody, you know, could be a priest, or somebody, you know, yeah, going back to, you know, somebody, you know, trying to, you know, like reverse, you know, like some stuff that they've done. So somebody, you know, could try to go to a priest, you know, thinking that the priest is going to, you know, be able to reverse whatever they have done. Somebody could be born in 1971. Yeah, I just heard, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Somebody could be sulking because, you know, they could, yeah, like find out, you know, that somebody, you know, is anointed, or, you know, they could, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, could be being looked as a look like as a prophet, you know what I mean? We got entity attachment. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, has an entity attached to them for sure. I don't know, you know, if, yeah, like somebody, you know, because I picked up an exorcism before. So maybe somebody, you know, needs an exorcism. Somebody's kid, you know, could have some type of entity attached to them. Why is a distant future here? We got mature woman. So you could be this mature woman, or, you know, there's a mature woman involved. For somebody, yeah, whoever this mature woman is, they could have some type of entity attached to them as well. And then we got voodoo. Something about a voodoo priest. Or something about, yeah, a priest doing voodoo. Or, yeah, somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like, yeah, like, get something, you know, like off of them, or try to, you know, like reverse it off of them. And so, yeah, like they try to go to a priest. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to learn a lesson about, yeah, like them, you know, like, getting involved in stuff that they don't know about out here. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, was trying to use some type of voodoo or some type of black magic, you know, to possibly, you know, manipulate some people or manipulate somebody. Yeah, we got a family. There could be a whole family, you know, that, yeah, like dark entities are using them, you know, like to go against somebody. Or somebody, yeah, manipulated a whole family. And so, you know, going back to, yeah, people have found out, you know, about this person. Yeah, because somebody's ashamed, you know, of the decision that they made. And by the looks of it, yeah, they didn't make a good decision. We got the police station. Somebody, you know, could go to the police station. Somebody, you know, could be going to the police station, you know, acting all crazy, you know, and yeah, like somebody, you know, could get locked up. But yeah, the police could be, you know, like watching somebody or some people, you know, the government, you know, or yeah, like somebody just, it feels paranoid, you know, everybody's watching them, you know, shh, don't listen, yeah, or don't talk, you know, because they can hear us, you know, turn your phone over, don't you know, don't let the camera be face up because they can see what's going on. Yeah. Somebody, you know, could just be, yeah, they have some type of entity attached to them because of some stuff that they could be watching on social media. You know, they could be making them paranoid, you know. It's all type of conspiracy theories. It's all type of stuff on social media, you know. And so, yeah, if you let it get to your head, then, of course, yeah, you put yourself in a whole nother mental state that you didn't think that, you know, like you would put yourself in. Wow. We got check yourself. So somebody definitely, yeah, is being told to check themselves before they wreck themselves. Or yeah, like somebody could be trying to check themselves now, but they've already wrecked themselves. But something about this gift with this check yourself. So I don't know. You know, somebody, you know, could have, you know, like something, you know, that they can't get rid of. Wow. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be going through an ego death. So yeah, they could be, you know, like checking themselves, and they could be realizing, you know, like, yeah, all, you know, like the manipulation that they were doing, or yeah, like whatever decision that they made, now they're ashamed. And we have a recording. So something about, yeah, recording. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, you know, like make some type of announcement out here. I don't know if it's on social media, but something about, yeah, an announcement. Something is about to be revealed. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be going through, you know, an ego death out here. There's also somebody that, yeah, is on a downward spiral. Yeah, somebody has a sex addiction out here. So going back to, yeah, the lust demon, you know. So it would make sense why, yeah, like somebody, you know, possibly, yeah, could have something, you know, that they, you know, like can't get rid of. But somebody definitely, yeah, is messed up over somebody. Somebody, you know, could have, yeah, going back to the spreading rumors about somebody. So that could be in a rumor, you know, that somebody spread about somebody. But again, dark entities, you know, yeah, using people, you know, like to go against somebody. We got divorce. So somebody, you know, could be getting a divorce out here. Or there's some type of contract that, yeah, has been broken. So this could be, you know, like a spiritual contract, you know, that could have been broken between two people. The police definitely, yeah, could get called. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, like, you know, somebody could tell somebody, you know, that they want a divorce. And, yeah, all hell breaks loose because of it. But somebody definitely, yeah, is looking somebody up. Somebody definitely, yeah, is researching somebody, studying somebody, you know, trying to get some info on somebody. And I feel like that, yeah, like, all somebody, you know, could be, you know, like, the information that somebody, you know, could be, you know, like, receiving, you know, could be, yeah, like, good information. There could be multiple people that could be around somebody that, you know, they could be looking up somebody, researching somebody. They could be telling this person, like, yeah, like, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah, going back to, you know, yeah, you need to, you know, like, you so worried about, you know, yeah, what they got going on, but you don't even have nowhere to go. You know, you don't even have a home, you know. Yeah, your son is over there sick. You don't even know, you know what I'm saying, why your son is sick. Maybe people could be about to find out why somebody's, you know, like, child is sick. And it could be, you know, because, yeah, of the root work, the voodoo, the black juju, whatever. But we got investigating. So there could be an investigator, you know, that definitely, yeah, could be investigating somebody or some people. Yeah, there's an investigator that definitely, yeah, could be investigating, you know, like an impersonator. So, yeah, a copycat. Somebody that wants to be somebody. This person acts like somebody. They dresses like somebody. Yeah, this is a copycat. They copy somebody. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like setting the record straight out here. Yeah, whoever this person is, they're full of drama. But something about, yeah, a video. Something is being recorded. I don't know, something about, you know, like a sex tape. I don't know, somebody, you know, was, yeah, using a sex tape, you know, going back to the video. Yeah, to, like, you know, like, hold on to somebody, stay attached to somebody. But somebody definitely, yeah, is about to receive some bad news. The truth is definitely, yeah, getting ready to come out. Or somebody, you know, could have already received some bad news that some type of truth is out. Yeah, somebody knows that they messed up. I don't know if there's a preacher involved. You know, there could be a preacher, you know, that has some type of sex addiction. You know, a preacher, you know, could get caught, you know, doing some stuff that they don't have no business doing, you know, on video, you know. Yeah, there's somebody or some people, you know, that should have listened out here. I feel like whoever it is ashamed of the decision that they made. You know, like somebody, you know, could have, you know, like told somebody, you know, some information that they knew, you know, to help somebody. So whoever this is, yeah, they feel like, you know, that they should have listened. Maybe somebody told somebody to stop blaming everybody else, you know, and yeah, you know, take some accountability, you know, for, you know, like, yeah, like their decisions. So I feel like, yeah, because somebody feels like that they should have listened, yeah, they're in too deep in the situation. So yeah, we got spiritual court. So spiritual court definitely, yeah, could be in session out here. Maybe, you know, like somebody didn't believe, you know, that, yeah, like, you know, like in as above, so below, you know. So yeah, like if there's physical court, of course, you know, there's spiritual court and vice versa, you know. Somebody wanted to be somebody so bad, but they just didn't know, you know, yeah, what it really, you know, took, you know, what they really needed to know in order for, yeah, like to be somebody. They researched somebody so bad, and yeah, they still ain't got it down. Yeah, and you definitely, yeah, could be seeing the angel number 888. We got dangerous. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be dangerous out here. So just be aware. But yeah, somebody done got involved in, you know, with some dangerous stuff. Yeah. Voodoo, root work, you know, black magic, juju, yeah. It definitely, yeah, could be dangerous. But there definitely, yeah, could be a dangerous person out here. So just be aware. You could be seeing the angel number 1111. Somebody definitely, you know, could have, yeah, lied, you know. A part of their rumor was, you know, they're dangerous, you know, they need to be stopped. You know, maybe that's, yeah, the lie that they told some people. And that's how, you know, people, yeah, decided, you know, that to allow the dark entities to take over them, you know, like to go against somebody. But yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like they are not the problem. We got a text message. So there's a text message that somebody, you know, could receive. Somebody's first middle last name could start with an O. Somebody could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusper out here. We got credit card fraud. So somebody, you know, could have committed credit card fraud out here. Somebody should have listened, you know. So maybe somebody, some people was like, yeah, if I was you, I wouldn't do that. You know, yeah, they chose, yeah, it's about a choice. So they chose, you know, to commit credit card fraud. And we got boomerang. So yeah, this credit card fraud, you know, yeah, it could have boomeranged on somebody. Yeah, somebody could be a Gemini or a Cancer. Something, you know, could take place by, you know, like June. But yeah, whatever they were doing, yeah, return to sender backfired on them, boomerang. And yeah, somebody's wishes and dreams are definitely, yeah, coming true, or they're about to come true. So going back to, yeah, getting prepared for something special. So yeah, somebody done got involved in some dangerous stuff, and now, yeah, they want to ask for help. But with this boomerang and this ask for help, yeah, somebody can't ask, you know, like the people, you know, that, yeah, possibly were with them, you know, they can't ask them for help. They possibly, yeah, can't ask whoever, you know, this message could be resonating with for help. Something about, yeah, some divorce papers. We already have divorce out here. I don't know if somebody, you know, wants to ask for help when it comes, you know, like to some type of divorce papers out here. Or somebody, you know, yeah, they created some type of fraudulent divorce papers, you know, to, yeah, like manipulate, you know, the government, or manipulate some people, manipulate somebody. But we got a vampire slayer out here. So somebody else is slaying energy vampires left and right. Somebody should have listened, you know, when you know, they were told that somebody, you know, was a vampire slayer. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have predicted this. So if somebody, you know, is a spiritualist, yeah, they thought somebody was a fake spiritualist until, yeah, whatever, you know, was predicted, you know, yeah, came true. Somebody, you know, could be born in 1977, or whatever somebody predicted, you know, was coming true. So somebody, you know, could have told somebody or some people, you know, that, yeah, like whatever they're doing, you know, yeah, it's going to boomerang, it's going to backfire. And yeah, they didn't listen. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to astro travel to somebody, which I feel like is dangerous, you know, because they don't know who somebody is, you know, they don't know who somebody is protected by. We got a hidden lover. So somebody, you know, yeah, could have some type of hidden lover out here. Somebody's hidden lover could be dangerous, or something, you know, boomerangs, you know, on somebody for trying to, you know, like hide a lover. Somebody's first middle last name could start with an M. Somebody's name could be Mo. Somebody's first middle last name could start with a K. Yeah, MK Ultra. Yeah, we got home foreclosure. So somebody's home definitely, yeah, could get foreclosed on. So yeah, it makes sense why somebody doesn't have nowhere to go. Somebody's first middle last name could start with an L. Something about, yeah, Martin Luther King. I have a dream. Yeah, somebody definitely is astro traveling. I don't know, you know, somebody, you know, yeah, they went and asked for help, you know, on how to, you know, like get to somebody, or how to communicate with somebody, going back to sending telepathic messages, you know, astro traveling. And yeah, they could have got involved in, you know, like some dangerous stuff. So emotions are definitely running high. You know, somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like went and asked for help, you know, from other people, you know, and yeah, like it boomeranged on them. Wow. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like feeling controlled, you know, like a robot. Or somebody, you know, could be walking around, you know, like a robot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when it comes, yeah, definitely when it comes to, yeah, somebody having an entity attached to them. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be crying out here with this waterfall. Yeah, there definitely, yeah, could be some blessings, you know, that are about to, you know, like, rain down on somebody. But this waterfall and this red, I don't know, somebody, you know, is crying, you know, like tears of blood. Or somebody, you know, yeah, like they could just be bleeding out. Somebody could live in a hotel. This hotel, you know, could have a waterfall somewhere in it. Yeah, somebody's life is a circus out here. Yeah, somebody's a clown. Yeah, they need to be in a circus. Yeah, we got rain. It could be raining, you know, where somebody is. Or something about, yeah, somebody crying a lot of tears out here. Yeah, heavy water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, somebody could be crying because, yeah, they know, you know, that somebody's cup, you know, is about to overflow. But somebody, you know, could be crying because, yeah, like they chose, you know, like to pour out their cup of emotions. Or, yeah, they could be in their feelings, you know, because, yeah, like somebody doesn't have any feelings, you know, for them anymore. So that could be why somebody, you know, wants to, you know, like cause some type of drama. Or that's why they did. Yeah, somebody has a chip on their shoulder. Or somebody, yeah, they're holding some type of grudge. Yeah, because somebody thought the grass was greener on the other side. Yeah, it probably was because it was fake. Somebody, you know, could smoke a lot of marijuana out here. Somebody, you know, could drink beer. Somebody, you know, could have a beer belly. Somebody definitely, yeah, could live a wild, toxic lifestyle out here. Or, yeah, like, shit's just getting wild. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, likes to drink out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have drunk, you know, like the poison, you know, and now, yeah, they're poison, you know, so they could have, yeah, taken in, you know, some wrong information. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be cold, you know, cold to some people, you know, somebody could be giving, you know, like somebody or some people the cold shoulder. Something about the pool is significant. You know, like somebody could have a pool in their home, or somebody, you know, likes to, you know, like go swimming a lot. But it's something about, yeah, some water. Yeah, somebody possibly, you know, wants to, you know, like stay attached to somebody because, yeah, they know that somebody is a psychic link. Or, you know, that's, you know, yeah, somebody. So going back to, yeah, somebody predicted this, you know, so yeah, like somebody knows some stuff, you know, because they're being told some stuff, you know, from, yeah, like their spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. So yeah, somebody possibly, yeah, wants to stay attached to somebody because, yeah, like they're a psychic link or something like that. Or somebody lied, you know, so yeah, a fake spirit just lied and said that, yeah, they're a psychic, you know, and they can look into the future and woo yada yada. And yeah, they lied. We got ghosts, so there could be somebody, you know, in the situation, you know, that could have ghosted somebody. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be seeing ghosts. Yeah, somebody runs their mouth too much out here. But somebody definitely, yeah, is about to, you know, have to eat their words. They run their mouth, you know, to, yeah, too many people. Whoever they hang with, yeah, they ran their mouth. Yep. Yeah, so somebody's being told, you know, like to clear their mind. Or, you know, like somebody, you know, could be, you know, like, yeah, going through an ego death. And now, you know, they could be seeing something clearly that, yeah, like they ran their mouth too much. Yep. We got fireworks. Or something about the 4th of July could be significant. But this fireworks is also giving me, you know, like, bullets, you know. So yeah, like some type of shooting, you know, could take place. But we got the clock, so yeah, divine timing. So divine timing definitely, yeah, is at play. Something about a train being ran on somebody. It's a lot of sexual stuff out here, yeah. But the lust demon, yeah, and with the sex addiction out here, yeah. So somebody, you know, could be ashamed of, yeah, like the decision that they made when it comes, you know, like to their life. They're definitely, yeah, it's somebody, you know, that could have, yeah, lied about having feelings for somebody. And somebody definitely, yeah, is trying to control a situation that is already done. So yeah, going back to the beginning of the message, we got a divine masculine. So something about a divine masculine is very significant. There could be a divine masculine that could be swallowing their pride. Yeah, we got a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So there's a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that's involved. I don't know. Somebody definitely needs to be aware, because there's somebody or some people that want somebody to be a part of their group or their organization. Whoever this person is, yeah, they wrecked their life. This is somebody that played with their own feelings and emotions. Yeah, they duped themselves. We got ring, ring, ring. So somebody definitely, yeah, could receive, you know, like a phone call. But there definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they get divorced today, and then, yeah, they're going to try to, you know, like, yeah, bring forth, you know, like some type of ring to somebody tomorrow. So be aware. There definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like a married couple, you know, that could be being investigated as well. But there definitely, yeah, could be some people, you know, that, yeah, could have spread a rumor, you know, about somebody. Oh, they're dangerous. Oh, they're a threat. You know, so yeah, like somebody, you know, could be, you know, like investigating, you know, like somebody because, yeah, they were told, you know, that, yeah, somebody's a threat. But they ain't seeing nobody doing nothing but, yeah, committing good deeds. They're mad. Whoever this is, they're mad because they didn't keep some type of promises. But I feel like somebody is a threat. But it's not because, you know, they're aggressive, you know. It's because, yeah, they know what they know. Whoever this is, yeah, they're lost, they're lonely, and they're low vibing out here. So that could be what people could be realizing about whoever this is. After, yeah, they done told these, you know, gave these people, you know, like a shot of, you know, poisonous information. Now they're, yeah, realizing why, you know, somebody, you know, was doing all this. Or why somebody did all this. Yeah. We got a generational curse broken. So somebody, you know, yeah, broke some type of generational curse. So it definitely could have something to do with, yeah, you know, lust demons, sex addictions, you know, yeah, walking around, you know, being, you know, walking around, you know, with STDs, or, you know, yeah, you know, somebody, you know, yeah, like not getting divorced, you know, and yeah, somebody, you know, could have just broken some type of generational curse. And so, yeah, somebody needs to get ready for something special. But yeah, there is somebody that definitely is pretending to be happy out here. That could be the person, you know, that could be, yeah, wanting to reach out to somebody. This is a lost, lonely, low-vibing individual. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be being sentenced from 24 to 48 months. And we did see spiritual court out here. So, yeah, somebody could be sentenced in spiritual court to 24 to 48 months, you know. But somebody, you know, could go to physical court, especially because of that credit card fraud, you know, and they could be sentenced, you know, from 24 to 48 months out here. Yeah, there is somebody or some people that know that their future is over. There is a priest, preacher, whatever out here, yeah, like their future is over. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, was trying to make somebody question their own reality. But it goes back to, yeah, like somebody knows who they are, you know. Somebody definitely, yeah, lives in the real world. Somebody doesn't live, you know, like in fantasy world mentality. So yeah, somebody's future is over. One, for trying to make somebody question their own reality. Yep, this is the same person that, yes, likes to send somebody the evil eye. So yeah, talking shit, you know, about somebody, spreading rumors about somebody. Yeah, to their karmic friends. Somebody's karmic friends, his future is over. Somebody's karmic friends definitely, yeah, could be trying to get more information, but it ain't gonna happen, Captain. Whoever this is, yeah, they've been ignoring somebody's feelings, or yeah, like that's a part of why somebody was like, you know, I don't want to deal with them no more. You know, they don't even validate my feelings. Yep. So yeah, somebody wants to stay attached to somebody's energy, so be aware. And it could literally be because, yeah, like somebody, you know, could be the psychic link. Be aware, you know, of whoever this is, you know, like trying to use some type of selective memory. Or, yeah, they you know, yeah, they're fully aware that, yeah, they could have, you know, like used some selective memory in the past. So they remember this, but they don't remember that. Yeah, this person is walking around with a guilty conscience out here. Or some people. We got April, May, June, July. So, yeah. We are in June. Yeah, but doing nothing is, yeah, doing something. So I feel like yeah, like somebody, you know, is being told, you know, that, yeah, because somebody's spiritual team, you know, is out here. So yeah, somebody don't have to do nothing. And yeah, somebody doing nothing is doing something, you know. I feel like somebody's just being told, you know, continue to focus, you know, on, yeah, like, you know, like building their life, you know, for, yeah, like their future. But just be aware, you know, of somebody, you know, trying to say that they're ready to commit. Because, yeah, they're getting hit where it hurts. And then we have documents and paperwork. So something about, yeah, some documents and paperwork. Somebody's name could be, you know, on some documents and paperwork, but something about, yeah, some divorce papers. But somebody's also, yeah, being a slave to digital devices out here. You could be seeing the angel number 444. Yeah, you definitely need to know that you're being protected from getting hit where it hurts. And yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is about to be showered, you know, like with some blessings. So somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like some documents or some type of paperwork, you know. And it definitely could have something to do, you know, with, you know, like some being blessed. We got a feminine energy, so you could be a feminine energy, or there's a feminine energy involved. I mean, there is a mature woman out here. It's a feminine energy on this soaking card. It's a feminine energy on that sex addiction card. So there's a feminine energy out here. They could be pulling on somebody's energy, or they want somebody to go back and forth. They definitely, yeah, could be the one, you know, that could be soaking. We got a new connection. So somebody, you know, could have gotten into a new connection, you know. That could be why somebody, you know, could be soaking, you know. Or somebody, you know, is about to. Or going back to, yeah, like somebody, you know, like trying to, you know, like block somebody from, yeah, like going into some type of new connection. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody or some people that possibly, yeah, try to manipulate somebody to, you know, like go back to somebody. Just act like you want to start over, woo-doo, yada, yada. We got a Sagittarius, so there's a Sagittarius involved. This feminine energy, you know, could be a Sagittarius. Or going back to, yeah, like the X is X. Something about an X is X. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be a rooster. Yeah, the morning time. Somebody, you know, could be, you know, coming in with some type of advice or some guidance. Or, yeah, somebody realizes that they should have listened to some type of advice or some guidance, you know, that, yeah, like was given to them. We got a twin flame. So, there's a twin flame involved. We got an ox. So, somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of an ox. Somebody could be born in 1981, 1969, 1961, 1973, 1985. We got a Pisces, so there's a Pisces involved. We got an Aquarius, so there's an Aquarius involved. Yeah, somebody could be an Aquarius Pisces cusper. We got a dog, so somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a dog. Somebody could be born in 1970, 1982. We got a monkey, so somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a monkey. So somebody definitely could be scared because, you know, like, yeah, they could, you know, have to, you know, like face themselves in somebody else, you know. We got a soulmate, so there's a soulmate out here. Somebody could be born in 1980, 1968. We got a Cancer. So there's a Cancer involved. Something about, yeah, a Cancer season. We got a Scorpio. We got coming in to offer resources and stability. So somebody possibly, yeah, could be, you know, coming in to offer some type of resources and stability. But because we saw somebody's about to be showered with some blessings, it could just be, yeah, like somebody's spiritual team, you know. Could be coming in to offer some type of resources and stability. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to come in, yeah, to nurture somebody and support somebody now. But going back to, yeah, like somebody, you know, like ready to commit. But no, they're still in a negative mindset. Yeah, coming in as a partner or a companion. Then we have Karmic at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, short term. So somebody, yeah, somebody, in their mind, yeah, they're only going to be there for a good time, not a long time. There's a friend, acquaintance, or a co-worker involved. Somebody, you know, could be a Libra. I have Libra in their chart. Yeah, somebody's family member or somebody, yeah, from somebody's past is involved. We got a Gemini. We got an Aries. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be an Aries, Taurus, cusper out here. Somebody definitely needs to be aware because, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to, you know, like send, you know, like false lovers towards somebody out here. So just be aware. They possibly, you know, could be annoyed because, yeah, like, you know, like somebody's not falling for it. But just be aware, these false lovers definitely, yeah, they have some type of entity attached to them. We got soul connection at the bottom of the deck, so that contract could, you know, like be broken. Yeah, somebody can't be fooled because, yeah, like somebody recognizes the signs out here. So, yeah, there's some people that can't handle the truth. There could be an ex's ex, you know, that could be trying to send false lovers towards somebody. Yeah. Whoever this is that can't handle the truth, they definitely, yeah, could have some type of adult temper tantrum, you know. But it's also, too, you know, they could have an adult temper tantrum, you know. They're sulking because, yeah, like somebody's favored by God. And somebody showing all the world, you know, like all their greatness. Yeah, somebody swagged out here. So whoever this is, yeah, they done forced God's hand. So somebody, you know, should have recognized the signs when somebody, you know, was showing the world all their greatness. However, somebody shows the world all their greatness. Yep. And there's somebody or some people, you know, that, yeah, is using somebody for an ego boost. We got this. So there could be, you know, like some type of unexpected death that could take place. So that could be what could be being investigated. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be the last to find out about some type of unexpected death. Or somebody, you know, could be the last to find out, you know, that they are having to reap some karma, you know, because of somebody else or other people, you know. Somebody, you know, could be the last to find out that, yeah, like, because of, you know, like some type of, you know, like advice that they could have given somebody, you know, yeah, they forced God's hand. Somebody, you know, could be 30 to 40 years old. I don't know if, you know, like an ex's ex, you know, could pass away. But Somebody's an unstable person out here. Yeah, we got the battle of weak versus strong. So yeah, I feel like that there are somebody or some people that thought that somebody was weak, or yeah, they realized somebody wasn't weak, and so yeah, the dark entities were, you know, using other people, you know, or whoever this group is, this cult, this, or yeah, they decided to try to use other people, you know, to yeah, like go against somebody. But somebody definitely needs to know that yeah, they're not fully informed about some information, or there are people that are finding out, you know, that yeah, like they weren't fully informed about some information. For somebody, you know, somebody wasn't fully informed about, you know, like a case, you know, that has been closed, you know, and like a case that has been won. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be the last to find out. But yeah, being positive is a choice. So I feel like that, yeah, going back to, you know, like doing nothing is doing something. Yeah, doing something is, yeah, being positive, you know, choosing wisely, you know, yeah, showing the world all your greatness, but in a good way, you know, yeah, doing good deeds, you know, yeah, everything that somebody, you know, is doing. So yeah, open up, because here comes the blessings. I feel like somebody is being blessed because they recognize the signs, you know. So yeah, like they weren't fooled by people sending false lovers towards them, you know. They weren't fooled, you know, about yeah, with the manipulation games, you know. Yeah, they're not easily, you know, taken over, you know, by lust spirits, you know. So yeah, like, you know, sexual stuff. Yeah, I feel like somebody, you know, has grown tremendously, you know, and yeah, like somebody's not allowing, you know, like the world, you know, like to yeah, interfere, you know, with, you know, like their spiritual growth. So somebody definitely needs to know that they are being admired by many people, good and bad. And there is somebody that possibly, you know, could be understanding that it was a lesson, you know. So whatever, you know, like somebody has gone through, yeah, it was a lesson. But be aware, because, yeah, there could be somebody, you know, who could be trying to, you know, like come in with some type of hidden agenda. I just saw a father, so something about a father or a baby father could be significant. Yeah, be aware of, yeah, the master of fake smiles, you know, coming in with some type of hidden agenda. We got this. So something about this could be significant. Yeah, we got Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So there's a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio out here that possibly yeah, has forced God's hand in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio that could be avoiding somebody out here. It's probably because, yeah, they didn't believe that somebody they didn't believe that somebody was who they said that they were until, yeah, whatever was predicted, you know, yeah, came true. But somebody is spiritually in debt out here. So somebody, you know, could want to ask for help, but yeah, they can't because they forced God's hand. Yep, and there are a lot of eyes that are on somebody, for sure. There's a lot of people that definitely, yeah, could be sending somebody the evil eye. Yeah, we got choosing the black sheep. Somebody, you know, could be trying to, yeah, choose the black sheep now. What else, Holy Spirit? So somebody, you know, could be considered the black sheep, you know, because they choose to, you know, break generational curses. They choose, you know, to, you know, yeah, like try to, you know, like stay on the path, the straight and narrow path, you know, as much as possible. But somebody definitely, yeah, could receive, you know, like some written communication out here. It's not about, yeah, falling down. It's about learning to get back up. So there is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could be about to go through some type of life-changing, unfortunate events. I feel like somebody, you know, could have already went through some type of life-changing, unfortunate events. And, yeah, it was meant, you know, yeah, somebody, you know, has recognized that, yeah, it was a lesson. So we got pushed past the breaking point. So there could be somebody, yeah, the unstable person that could be pushed past the breaking point. So I don't know, somebody, you know, yeah, they can't communicate with somebody, you know, through social media or through the phone, so they could try to write somebody. Or, you know, yeah, something about some text messages. So some type of text messages, you know, yeah, could like push somebody past the breaking point, but to the point of, yeah, like nudging somebody, you know, like to go through an ego death, or nudging somebody, you know, like to recognize some type of signs within themselves, recognize that, yeah, they yeah, operate in their south node. There's somebody that possibly thought that, yeah, they were going to push somebody past their breaking point to get somebody, you know, to operate in their south node. So we got bringing a deal to the table. So there definitely, yeah, could be a deal that could be being brought to the table. But be aware of, yeah, that coming in with a hidden agenda energy. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to, you know, pay attention to any offers that are coming in for their protection. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with an A. But yeah, some people that can't stop investigating somebody. And every time they, yeah, investigate somebody, yeah, they throw an adult temper tantrum because, yeah, what they're doing is not working. Somebody's still progressing. Somebody's still, you know, showing the world all their greatness. We got a two-faced friend. So there's a two-faced friend involved. There's a two-faced friend that could be trying to, you know, like cloud people's judgment about somebody. But it goes back to, yeah, friends are talking, you know, yeah, the karmic friends. So somebody's karmic friends, you know, could have tried to cloud, you know, somebody's judgment when it comes to, you know, like whoever, you know, this message is for. Yep, we got a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio out here. There is a coward that definitely, yeah, can't stop investigating somebody. But yeah, cowards do cowardly things. There definitely, yeah, could be some type of conflict that could take place during a special event. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like start some type of new love cycle out here. Yep, and somebody, yeah, they've been putting up a front. You know, they've been you know, lying like that they didn't have feelings for somebody and woo yada yada. Yeah, they've been putting up a front. And there is some mind-blowing secrets, information, or communication that somebody possibly, yeah, could be about to, you know, like find out about. But it's because, yeah, there's some people that don't force God's hand. Somebody definitely, yeah, could do some type of love spell, you know, or, you know, yeah, like some type of conflict could happen at a special event because of, yeah, like some type of love spell. But be aware, because somebody definitely, yeah, is scheming and plotting out here. We got restraining orders. So somebody, you know, could like try to get a restraining order on somebody, or, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, would benefit, you know, with like getting some type of restraining order on somebody. But somebody, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, stressed to the max out here. And it definitely could have something to do with some secrets, some information, or some communication out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be stressed to the max because of, yeah, some type of spiritual level up, you know, that could be about to take place for somebody. The month of February could be significant. But yeah, we got a father. So somebody, yeah, somebody's father could be stressed to the max. People could be stressed to the max because, yeah, like somebody, you know, is an innocent person out here. I don't know, for somebody's father could be an innocent person. But there are somebody or some people that, yeah, they are reaping what they have sown out here. And so somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they will get the future that they deserve. You could be seeing the angel number 1443. There is somebody that definitely is hiding from somebody, or like somebody, is hiding, trying to hide who they are from somebody, but they can't, they can no longer, be able to hide, from somebody anymore. So there could be some type of change in communication that could take place. Somebody definitely, could want to communicate, and ask somebody, for some type of advice. So it goes back to, like somebody trying to stay attached to somebody, because somebody, could be the psychic link out here. Yeah, somebody, could be facing major challenges out here. We got court hearings, so something about a court hearing could be significant. Somebody, could have to go to court, but somebody definitely, doesn't need to, be afraid to speak up for themselves. There is a positive change that is coming. Anything else? Yeah, there's a bigot, somebody that's full of hatred for many things that's involved. They could be, like trying to avoid somebody now. Somebody's first or last name could start with a C. There could be some type of fraudulent contract that could be exposed. So something about those documents and paperwork. We got April, so April could be significant, but we did see April, May, June, July, so something definitely could have taken place in April. We got an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that could be avoiding somebody. Yeah, because they can't handle the truth. So somebody, could be, like speaking truth, speaking facts out here. And they can't handle it. Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, whoever this message is resonating with, you don't need them, they need you. And no one likes a liar. So there's a liar out here, multiple liars. But something about this is very significant. So somebody, could be the last to find out, that somebody, like passed away. We got family secrets, too much to handle. So, something about somebody's family. But we got, black magic backfired. Somebody, could drunk text. So there is a door that has been closed, but there is another one that definitely is opening up for somebody. So somebody, just needs to know that. Anything else? There's somebody or some people that want somebody to feel guilty for prioritizing themselves. So, yeah. There's also somebody that definitely could have been paying people off so they don't go public about their criminal activity out here. I keep saying the third eye. So somebody's third eye, heart chakra, something about some chakras. People definitely could have been trying to like block somebody's chakras, but somebody definitely regardless people trying to pay somebody off so they don't go public, like somebody could still see what's going on, and they can't handle the truth. So words are definitely are flying like arrows. So there could be a big argument that could take place because somebody definitely could have been wrongly convicted of a crime, and so whoever these people are, that's involved, they can't run from this. And there is somebody or some people that definitely are ashamed to face somebody. We got a Gemini, so there's a Gemini involved. So somebody can't run from testifying in a case out here. Because whoever this is, they committed some type of selfish acts. So there could be a case that has been closed because somebody, like won a case. But there's also could be, like a case, that, like somebody could have to testify in. For somebody, like this case, could be blasted all over the news. We got tie the knot, married. So something about, somebody being married or a married couple. So there could be a married couple, you know, they could have to, you know, like testify in a case. Wow. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.